Okay, we're looking at the micro mini NAS, or if you're trading Forex CFDs, it could be the NAS100. We're going to dive in a little bit and pull this apart and look for a trade opportunity. Before I get into this, I just want to show you quickly our latest update to these signals. I'll be doing a video directly after this one, specifically on these signals, so make sure you watch it because it's an absolute game changer. All right, let's get back into MNQ. Okay, let's go to trading view. Let's go out daily, our bearings. NASDAQ, all right, we're looking at micro mini NAS. So what we've got here is a indecision candle, doji, on the daily time frame. So okay, no one knows where this is heading, although the thing is we do have a break above the previous daily high. So that's bullish. More than anything, that's bullish at this point. Now, just be a little bit careful because we've got this. Whenever you see price movement like this, get a little bit worried where smart money who accumulated, okay, start to exit their positions. So you get that. And my question is that going to happen? Well, we don't know yet, right? Whenever you see an extended rally without much of a pullback, there's been a couple, but not much. Yeah, be concerned up in here because this is where these guys are most likely going to be looking to unload. They buy down here. They don't buy up here, guys. Well, they could. If this wiggles around and you get a bit of a range going and then it runs liquidity under here, sure. Okay, that's fine. That can happen. So that's what's happening at the moment. Now, the question with this is this going to be sustained? Is it going to hold? Or is this starting to, all right, we do have a, definitely we do have that. All right, so that's a concern. So this trend here is starting to look a little bit tired. All right, so yes, it can continue up, but, all right, so we'll go down. Just understand the risk. This is looking a little bit precarious. Buyers are stepping in. You can see the wicks under here. There's a lot of enthusiasm when it pulls back. Right, that's definitely going on for sure. All right, but just understand that this thing here that was pushing up relentlessly is starting to show signs that it's cracking. And I mean, look, it could continue further. Who knows, right? So the way I approach this is just grab an anchored volume profile. I'm looking at the high and low of this range. I'm going to look at the low back over here. I'm going to pick up that. And I want this value area. So see what you get. Pushes up. It sells. And if this isn't a bullish trend on the higher time frame, I'm always looking for this value range low for an entry. Pushes up. Pretends to go into price discovery. Comes back in, we get a fade back into value here, right? So all of these guys who FOMO'd in on that breakout are now trapped and they get taken out. I'm always looking for the value area low to buy in a bullish trend. All right, fair enough, that happens. Now, the thing is, every value range is going to crack at some stage. Now, I like to try to get in, like, buy down in here. You've got to have a plan, right? Buy here, go for broke, but you target the point of control and the high of the range, take partials and just see if we get any more out of it, right? So you've got that happens. It's the fade back into value. When it breaks under value and breaks back in, smart money algos are based on volume profile and VWAP, as far as I'm concerned. And the algos are working these ranges. And in a bullish trend, that's a spot right there. All right. So if it goes into what looks like price discovery, looking for discovering the next value area. Okay, that's a trend, right? Okay, it does that, and that's what happens on the way up. So we're looking at this thing happening here on the way up. I want to get in down here, and then at some stage, all of these, right? So okay, that closes here, but this one continued up. So that's the opportunity that I would really like to get my hands on, right? Or get involved with, I should say. Let's just back off some of these drawings. Oh, okay. Well, we lost that. So volume profile anchored right back in here. It's a bit precarious because this is showing signs of weakness. We've got a bullish break of structure here, but how long is that going to maintain? So there's two areas where I might get involved with this. One is going to be if it goes into price discovery. If we do break out, and I would have probably bought there, not probably, I would have bought there, right? And that was very quick to turn around. So you just got to watch these breakouts, but at some stage it's going to go. So I would only buy on the breakout, or if it travels back down here, I'm going to be looking to buy down in here, as it did there. Because the thing with this is if you can get involved down in here, and then that continues on, looking for the next level, that's the bonus. All right. So there's only two areas where I'm looking to get long. One here. And the risk of this one is it's a fake out, and it comes back down into value, in which case that one gets stopped out, okay, as you would have here. All right, so you lose one, but, if you lose, so buy on that and you win. You're ahead, right? Buy on this one, and I'm always, and I've been mentioning this a lot, reasonably tight stop, and look to take partial profits at 1R, so that this doesn't end up costing you. So take 60% off the table, pull that up, and then if it gets taken out, it's profitable. So that's how I'm approaching this. So here's a potential buy, and with a bit of luck, it continues up until to the next level, and we're home and hosed. So tight stop, if it rallies a little bit, 60% off at 1R. Now, if it comes back down, and it's possible, you lose it, and it drops back down, then I'm going to be looking for the next move down into here to get long again. And it's just a matter of watching the, I don't really want to buy within this value range. I want to buy at the low if it breaks under and reclaims the range, like down in here. That's an ideal area there to get long when it reclaims the, and look, it's an easy thing, guys. Like when it trades back, you can just use let's just grab a line. Just mark it up with a line. It's the easiest thing to do. Just do that. Now, when it breaks out of that, so you've got 1-2 touches, right? When you get a couple of touches and it breaks out, and you can see it too, like if you want to go with the breakup structure kind of setup, right? That's it. That's what you're looking for, breakup structure. So there's two ways to look at it, horizontals, or you can just run a diagonal. All right, so if that happens to pull back, just grab a diagonal, and then where it breaks, then that's a opportunity, right, to buy. This will do something like, what are we on, a 4-hour chart? Let's just go down to a 30. So just how to get involved, that's the thing, right? And just understanding structure a little bit, this price structure or market structure. Okay, if we break out, you've got the micro and the macro. The micro is going to be, just get rid of that. Right, so if we buy up in here, what you're going to see is this. And it's the same thing, right? You get this pullback and then buy on that breakout. If this pulls back, I don't want to buy under here. This is buying. This is not the place to be buying. The place to buy for me is if it trades above value, not inside value, because it's just going to wiggle back and forth between this range. If it breaks out, you got more of a chance of this continuing than you have with it being within. I would buy within value down the bottom, but not up the top. That's a big resistance level, so don't buy into that. Okay, so just look for, as it travels north, it's going to pull back, and then it's going to see that. So it breaks structure. It travels up, we break out, and look at that. Look at that pullback, break of structure. Simply put, well, yeah. As it's rotating, don't know how else to explain it. Just look back in here. This trend, as it pulled back, it broke structure there, right? This one broke. Well, it hasn't broken at all. Like this one here, look, see how. So this is much the same as this. It pulls back, breaks out, and that's where you get long, or even here on that pullback there. So you're just looking for exactly the same thing. Okay, that's it. Break structure, buy. And understand that there's a chance that it continues, but there's also a chance it pulls back down in here. So, I mean, what else? there's two areas where I'll be looking to buy. One is above the range and the other one is way down here. If it pulls back. What else can I say? Yeah, NASDAQ. Okay, let's grab that. If it does happen to travel back down. Yeah. Now here's the thing with this. This could actually turn around and tank. That's a possibility. If this tanks, what's going to happen is it's going to break below. It'll break below this range, right? It could do this, and then it comes back to retest the range, and then it continues down, right? So if it reclaims value, the value area, that's a buy. If it doesn't, and it does this, there's a chance that we get more downside. Let's just have a look at it on the 1 hour. Nobody knows where this is going to go. I mean, there's somebody who does know, okay, and they're working this, but you know, between you and me, yeah, okay, that's the risk that this thing turns around and we go into a deeper dive risk. So look, it's a bit of an analysis, and just giving you this is how I'm looking at the charts, what I'm seeing. Yeah, what else can I say? It's range bound. Don't touch it until it breaks out, or it gives you an opportunity, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up at that. There's another thing, actually. If you have a look at this, you could argue that we've got left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's a possibility too. Not all head and shoulders are going to play out bearish, and some of them will break out bullish. But just understand that that's also part of the equation. And the fact that this rally is well and truly overextended. This is overdue for a decent pullback. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Just love it if you comment. Let me know what you think, and be careful out there. But you've got to have systems that give you these opportunities. I spend my life developing systems to give me these opportunities. That's it. And I'm looking to get involved on a 3-minute chart at the moment. I'm more interested in scalping than anything else, as the volatility is just brutal. You think you're on your way, and next thing you know, it'll turn around and take you out. With that, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.